morning to everyone, student. Here in this video we are going to start chapter number 8 from class 8 NCERT book. So chapter number 8 is comparing quantity. Here we are going to see the formulas. Dear student, comparing quantity is totally based on the formulas. So no definition will be there. Only you have to memorize the formulas. Not memorize, you have to understood the formula. Okay, because this formula will be going to help you in order to solve the questions. Clear? So here the first we are having ratio. So you people had already studied about ratio in class 7th. Again we are having the same formula. So here is the same formula. So what is ratio is? As we know that ratio is the two comparing quantities. In ratio, what is we are happening? The two comparing quantities is being done, and it is denoted by is to two dots. It is read as is to, isn't it? So what it means? It means that A upon B, okay, where A and B should have same unit. It should have same unit, then only it can compare as a ratio. If it have a different unit, suppose A is a centimeter and B is a meter, then it cannot be compared. First, meter should be converted into centimeter or centimeter should be converted into meter, then only it can be compare. मतलब ये रेशियो तभी कंपेयर हो सकता है जब उनकी जो यूनिट्स हैं वो सेम होता है तब. ओके, देन second formula is about proportion. So here we are having the proportion, that is proportion is denoted by four dots. Okay, so proportion is mainly compared by the four quantities, that is A is to B proportion, the four dots are called proportion, C is to D. As we know that these are the ratios and this one is the proportion, isn't it? So A is to B proportion, it means equal to sign, is equals to C is to D. Okay, now A upon B we can write it in the form of fraction, C upon D can be written in the form of fraction. Then when we are going to do the cross multiplication of the number, AD is equals to BC. So here it will be product of mean is equals to product of extreme will be the formula. Moving towards the third formula, that is a percentage. So percentage are the numerators of fractions with denominators 100, like 1 upon 100, 1 upon 1000, 1 upon not 1 upon 1000. Percentage are numerators of fractions with denominators as 100. That means 1 upon 100 it is talking about. Okay, percentage, as we are having any we have to, as you people are going to find a percentage of your marks, isn't it? So in the same way the percentage is being there. So next formula is about percentage increase formula. So percentage increase formula is, here we are having percentage increase formula is equals to amount of change into 100 upon original amount. Okay, the word amount of change and the original amount is totally based on the question. अगर क्वेश्चन में अमाउंट ऑफ चेंज की जगह कुछ और दिया होगा तो हम वर्ड्स को चेंज कर सकते हैं, बट फॉर्मूला का मीनिंग वही रहेगा. ओके, सो हियर वी आर हैविंग अमाउंट ऑफ चेंज इनटू 100 अपॉन ओरिजिनल अमाउंट. अमाउंट ऑफ चेंज, सपोज I'm going to purchase a pen of 100 rupees and after some time it increases its rate as 150. So here amount of change of that particular pen is being done, isn't it? So that amount is said to be as amount of change. जो price increase या decrease होता है ना, उसको amount of change बोलते हैं. ठीक है? In the same way we are having the second formula as percentage decrease. In that also the same thing is being done, amount of change into 100 upon original amount. Moving towards the sixth formula, we are having, here we are going to see about the SP. SP, it means selling price. Selling price, that means we are going to sell something at a definite cost. Okay, selling price मतलब बेचना. Okay, then cost price, it is denoted by CP, and cost price it means we are going to purchase something, isn't it, from the shopkeepers. That is called a cost price. So dear student, here we are having one formula that profit is equals to SP minus CP we are having, isn't it. प्रॉफिट कब होता है हमको, जब हमारा जो सेलिंग प्राइस है ना, जो चीज़ हमने सेल आउट किया है उसका रेट अगर हमने कॉस्ट प्राइस के रेट से ज़्यादा रखा है, देन वी आर गेटिंग प्रॉफिट. सपोज वी आर going to sell a pen by 100 rupees and we had bought that pen at 50 rupees. मतलब हमने उस पेन को 50 रुपीज़ में ख़रीदा है और उसको हमने किसी और को जब बेचा है 100 रुपीज़ में, तो हमको क्या हुआ, प्रॉफिट हुआ ना 50 रुपीज़ का. सो दैट व्हाट इज़ प्रॉफिट इज इक्वल्स टू SP माइनस CP. व्हेन प्रॉफिट इज़ देयर, हमको प्रॉफिट कब होता है, जब हमारा सेलिंग प्राइस कॉस्ट प्राइस से बड़ा होता है, तब देन वी आर हैविंग द प्रॉफिट. In the same way, the next formula we are having, when CP greater than SP, then we are having loss. It means that when we are going to purchase a pen at 100 rupees and we are going to sell it at a lower amount, that means 80 rupees. अगर हमने 100 रुपीज़ के पेन को किसी और को 80 रुपीज़ में अगर हमने बेचा है, तो हमको लॉस हुआ 20 रुपीज़ का, isn't it? So in that case we are, when cost price is greater than selling price, at that condition we are having the loss. Okay, loss is equals to CP minus SP. CP is cost price minus selling price. Next, moving toward the formula, after seeing the loss in percent loss, after seeing the formula for profit and loss, we are moving toward the next formula, that is profit percent and profit loss. So profit percent, when we are having profit, then only we are having the profit percent. जब हमको क्वेश्चन में प्रॉफिट मिलेगा किसी चीज़ में, तभी हमको प्रॉफिट परसेंट निकालना है. जब किसी चीज़ में आपको लॉस मिलेगा तो उसका लॉस परसेंट निकलेगा. ओके, सो हियर इफ़ वी आर हैविंग profit by selling a pen at 100 rupees, if we had purchased that pen at 50 rupees and selling at 100 rupees, that means we are getting a profit of 50 rupees, है ना. 100 रुपीज़ के पेन को अगर हम 50 रुपये में बेचते हैं तो 100 माइनस 50 कितने का प्रॉफिट होगा, 50 रुपीज़ का प्रॉफिट हुआ. तो अगर हमको 50 रुपीज़ का प्रॉफिट मिलता है तो उसका हम प्रॉफिट परसेंट कैसे निकालेंगे. फॉर दैट, प्रॉफिट परसेंट इज इक्वल्स टू प्रॉफिट अपॉन cost price into 100. So what is the profit we are getting, 50 rupees. What is the cost price, that means we had bought, that means कितने में हमने उसको खरीदा, we had purchased it by the 50 rupees into 100, isn't it. So this will be get cancelled, 100 is the profit percent value. Clear everyone. In the same way, you are going to find for the loss percent, that is loss percent is equals to loss upon CP into 100. Okay, now moving toward the next formula, we are having to find the selling price when profit percent and CP given. Here the next formula, we are going to find the formula for selling price. Okay, to find selling price SP when profit percent and CP is given. जब क्वेश्चन में हमको सेलिंग प्राइस फाइंड करने बोलेगा तो उसमें प्रॉफिट परसेंट और कॉस्ट प्राइस का वैल्यू दिया रहेगा, देन आवर फॉर्मूला विल बी SP इज इक्वल्स टू 100 प्लस प्रॉफिट परसेंट अपॉन 100 into CP, that means cost price. This is when you have to find the cost, when you have to find selling price when profit percent and cost price is given in the question. Same way, when you have to find the SP, selling price, when loss percent and CP is given. At that time, just the formula will remain same, only the what it will be, if in place of profit percent loss percent will come, and in place of plus minus will come into CP. Okay, so in this way you have to do it. To find, now next formula we are having to find CP. Now after seeing the selling price, we are going to see the cost price, isn't it. Now we are going to find the cost price when profit percent and SP is given. So at that the formula will be changed, cost price equals to. Similarly, you can generate the formula from this, student. How to generate the formula? The SP is equals to what we are having the formula as, isn't it, 100 plus profit percent upon 100 into CP we are having. Now we want the formula of CP ओके व्हेन प्रॉफिट परसेंट एंड एसपी इज गिवन। सीपी का फॉर्मूला चाहिए जब हमको प्रॉफिट परसेंट और एसपी दिया हुआ है। फॉर दैट व्हाट यू आर गोइंग टू डू, यू आर गोइंग टू डू एज एसपी into, here this 100 will be cross multiply, so it will become into that means can put the formula into 100, okay, into 100 it will be, then upon 100 upon here into this will come in the denominator 100 plus profit percent. So the formula will be become, what will be become here, the formula will be CP is equals to 100 upon 100 plus profit percent into SP. So dear student, with the help of the formula SP, cost selling price, you can generate the formula for the cost price also. Clear everyone? Next, moving toward the next formula we are having here, that is formula 13. Here in this formula, to find CP when loss percent and SP is given. So CP is equals to 100 upon loss percent minus 100 upon 100 minus loss percent into CP. This is the formula we are having. Moving towards the next formula, that is simple interest. So dear students, simple interest everybody know what is the formula will be, principal into R is rate into time into divided by 100. Okay, principal into rate into time upon 100. So this is the formula of SI, that is simple interest. Now how to find amount? Amount can be finded by having principal plus interest bit, that means SI unit, SI. Okay, SI is the simple interest only, so that can be written as interest. So in order to find the amount, first we have to find the simple interest, okay, then only we can able to find the amount. Up to here clear everyone? This is the page which is blank. Here we are going to see the discount. So discount is equals to market price into rate of discount. So selling price is equals to market price minus discount. Now next formula, next term which we are going to see is about sales tax. So in this sales tax is denoted by ST, means sales tax which we pay when we buy items, that is called a sales tax. Okay, then next is value added tax. In value added tax, that is VAT, it is denoted in a short term, that is VAT. So that is V is equals V into 1 minus R upon 100 the whole to the power n, where V is the value added tax, n is the time. Okay, then next formula comes as a compound interest. In the compound interest formula, we are going to see that it is depend on the condition. Compound interest is equals to amount minus principal. This is the formula for a compound interest. The compound interest annually and half yearly, even quarterly we are going to show. So for that a formula will be changed, that is amount is equals to P into 1 plus R upon 100 whole to the power n, where amount when compound interest is half yearly, at that time the time will be double and the rate will be half. Clear? Keep it in mind that when compound annually, at that time rate will be remain as it is, as well as the time will be remain as it is, whatever it is given in the question. But when it is said compounded half yearly, at that time student time will be double, means if it is given 2 year and set compound half yearly, then it will become 4 year. Okay, and if the rate is 2%, then the rate will become as half. So it will be 1%. Clear? So in this way you have to find the question compound interest. So compound interest annually and compound interest half yearly, the condition is there which you will understood while solving the question. So compound interest is equals to amount minus principal we are having. Clear everyone? So here we had completed the explanation of all the formulas. It is very important to know all the formulas students, so keep it in mind, because this with the help of this formulas only we are going to solve the exercise questions. Okay, in the next video we are going to see the exercise 8.1. Write all the formulas in your copy. Okay, so for today Thank you everyone. Here we are going to end our video. Next video we are going to see exercise that is 8.1. So dear student, thank you everyone.